Hey guys, wonderful and wonderful smart people all around the world. My people in America, UK, Canada, Germany, Jamaica, United Arab Emirates, and any other part of the world, especially those in Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana, Cameroon. Guys, welcome and welcome good. Happy second week of, you know, can I say second week? Yeah, I was in officially second week of January 2025. Today being the 13th day, you know, of the first month of the year, guys. It has absolutely been amazing. I am happy that we've had the opportunity of celebrating the Christmas, the New Year, and everything went well. You guys are enjoying your time. Everybody's back to his working place. Everything is moving fine. Everything is really getting well. But guys, we have been witnesses, living witnesses to the madness, to the craziness, to the shadiness, to the sheer, stupidity. Can I put it that way? It's so spirit of people in NYABOHANSE, like the title suggests, especially in regards to its Ginsu. Guys, yes, as the title suggests, how it Ginsu evidences are being collected, documented, ready to be used against him in court of law. Guys, before we dive deeper, I would love to ask, what has Marwa really done to its Ginsu? I've been asking this question all this while, but we need to refresh our memory. And this is also a call to that chamber in Kenya, and also a call to the toxic, it's Ginsu, for him to realize that indeed he has been doing the wrong thing, and pretty soon, things gonna work against him. And all these things have been documented as evidence against him. Like I've asked, what has Marwa really done to this guy? Was it a crime for Marwa to offer his platform for him? Was it a crime for Marwa to offer his platform free of charge on a platter of gold to this boy, to this guy, for the world to know him? If you could remember, guys, before Marwa giving this guy a platform or a shout out and bringing him closer to him to construct the fish pond in Villa Medellin, nobody knows about its Ginsu. Its Ginsu a land, he was just an ordinary megad, a get man, self-acclaimed, local champion in NYABOHANSE, who has never traveled, anywhere, except that I even learned that to travel to Kisi, it is a problem, except when he started working as a fish person. But this is a guy who has taken it upon himself to insult Marwa, to go against Marwa, to even set camera that was gifted him by Jamaican uncle and the benefactors in the mouth of Trenched and Paul, to be saying all manners of bad things against them, criticizing them, castigating them, calling them names. Is that the right thing? Is that the good thing to do? Was that a crime that those people offered you platform? Those people reach out. They are, widow's mind to you? No. But guys, like I've said, we've all been living witnesses to the madness, craziness, and narcissistic display on part of this boy, on part of this guy, towards what downplaying the efforts of his benefactors, especially Marwa, Jamaica uncle, and also Trenched grandpa. See, that is why, like I've said in one of my contents somewhere last year, that is why leaders on the African continent, they know how to deal with the population, especially the younger people, the youths like us. They know how to deal with us. They don't give a damn about us. They don't care about us. It's because of people just like it's Ginsu. Because somebody could not give you a platform or platter of God. You will not just come on this platform. You are castigating the person, you are insulting the person, you are calling the person name. Guys, why are we doing this content? You must have seen the content Ginsu posted yesterday. He published on his YouTube space yesterday, where he brought us up to speed with the latest, summoned from the Kenyan legal chamber, where we've been telling them since the last quarter of 2024, when its policy decided to play to the public glare, to brought to the public notice on Whitey Space her private conversation with Mr. Trenchtown Paul, thinking she was trying to downplay him, thinking she was trying to take him out, thinking she was trying to blackmail him. But we've seen how she has ended up losing everything. We've seen how she has shot herself in the leg. We've seen how she has become disgraced, even though she's unashamedly displayed narcissistic, attribute. But we all know she's a loser. And so shall it be. Where these people, they've engaged in castigation, name calling, name tagging, undermining the efforts of people whom have really helped them, whom have gave them the platform to shine. But it is rather unfortunate that yet these people took up camera, set the camera rolling, and they've been going against the same people that they have helped them. Like I've asked, is it a crime to reach out to people? Is it a crime to help people? No, it is not a crime. But instead, for these people to stomach and come to terms with the root shock or with the root reality that they've been confronted with, because they invited all what they are going through by themselves. Ginsu, he invited it upon himself. Yes, Marwa gave him the platform, but he brought, all the issue upon himself in an attempt to outmaneuver, in an attempt to outsmart the master. And like I used to say, for their law of power, you can never outsmart the master. A master will always be a master. A master will always be the teacher, because he's the abigail of what? Knowledge. The repository of what? Knowledge. He gives you knowledge. He gives you everything you need to know, the nitty-gritty. But you cannot, in your sheer attempt, because you just want to take the spot of the master, you want to outsmart him. It doesn't work that way, and it can never work that way. And that is the reason why we are reminding you, that definitely you're gonna daily pay for this. And pretty soon you're gonna pay, because all of you think when those Kenya legal chamber decided to send you those messages, you think they were playing, and you don't know that it is not for play. This is the month where things will be taking shape, and you will be, held accountable. You must be held accountable. You must ensure that indeed you know that all those excesses you are exhibiting on the Whitey Space must be brought to an end. Guys, like I've said, we've seen how he came out yesterday. He was tongue lashing, calling people names, insulting Trenchtown grandpa, even to the point he was insulting the Kenyan legal, chamber. And this is the service that you have brought upon yourself, man. And very soon, all these things are being documented, and they will work against you, Ginsu. If you don't know, no. They will work against you. Yeah, look at me in the eyes. I'm telling you, a Nigerian that is fearless, that is bold, confident, does not care whose ox is God, and we stand for the truth and nothing but the truth, and we champion the truth, we advocate for the truth. I am telling you, bro, you've got your fingers, or you push yourself into a burning, fire, and there's no escape, because all those things are here. Yes, all those things are here. You think you can just come on the Whitey Space and you start lamenting, insulting people? No, it doesn't work that way. And there are consequences to every actions and inactions. Like I've said, when it comes to the law takes prims, it reigns prims, it takes, highest precedence, and there's nothing short of law. This guy was here yesterday, just, as in his usual element of being the parrot of NYABOHANSE, and his usual element of being, the town crier, trumpeting, saying all manners of things, saying bad things, dirty things, name calling, name dropping, insulting, trashed and Paul, that they were intimidating him. Nobody is intimidating you, man, but you are a person that your skull cannot comprehend. And you think you just come and bully people. You think you just come and talk anyhow and people will leave you. No! The reason why those people, the legal firm, sent you those notes on WhatsApp is because we've seen you run away. When you think, we've seen you run away from the police in Kenya, in Migori County, whenever they attempt to serve you an invitation to visit their police station. We've seen you run away. We've seen you run to the bush. We've seen you talk to the world that they don't know where you are. But I've told you they know where you are. They just decided to allow you. That is why in the 21st century, the advancement in technology has made it so easy to incorporate technology into different spheres and walks of lives, which the legal system, it is not immune to. And with time, probably, things could happen that even judges could be AI. That's just the truth. So, serving you later, serving you sermon, read up sermon through WhatsApp platform, you don't call it something wrong. It is not wrong. It just shows us, it further shows us your stupidity, your ignorance, and your lack of education. If you cannot comprehend that you can be summoned through any means, through any platform, if you cannot understand that, yes, that's just a big deal. Bro, imagine, you think you can do and undo? You think the local champion that you see yourself in NYABOHANSE, I've always been telling you, you are dealing with smarter people, far way smarter than you. Let's take for instance Mr. Tristan Paul, that has decided to help you and you are lambasting, criticizing. Do you know him? To the point, guys, in that yesterday's content, he was even saying, and that was not his first time, he has been saying this thing on the YT space. He was even saying that he has every information about Mr. Tristan Paul. Bro, see how you are implicating yourself. You've been implicating yourself. You are not only implicating, you are complicating issues the more. And this could be used as evidence against you in court of law when the chips are down and you realize that indeed you were the very first person. You use yourself and push yourself into the fury, anger of the law. And there is no escape. You must face the full wrath of the law. The law is not a respecter of anybody. The law doesn't care. What the law cares about is your what? Ability to prove beyond reasonable doubt why you should not be punished, why you should not be what? Brought to justice. But how are you going to prove beyond reasonable doubt when we have been telling you, when you yourself has been coming and putting on camera, rolling camera, tongue lashing people, calling people names, telling they are intimidating. You are calling to the point you are even saying in yesterday's content that was an act of goonery, a goonic move, goon, as in a goonic move on part of Tristan Paul and those legal chamber in Kenya to intimidate you, and you are not going to be intimidated. Bro, so how are you going to prove beyond reasonable doubt that you should escape the wrath of the law? There's no way you can prove beyond reasonable doubt. You must be brought to justice, and justice shall be served, and where you belong is the prison. Definitely, it's Gintu. You must serve the prison term in nearest future, in no distant time, because you have inflicted this challenge, this issue to yourself, thinking you are far way smarter. And how will you be smarter? Like I've asked, how will you be smarter than Mr. Tristan Paul, somebody that is from Florida? If you don't know, Florida in the United States is one of the biggest, the most sophisticated, the most civilized, the most advanced state in the United States of America. Even when I was growing, we used to hear about Florida in the United States of America. Somebody is also a Kenyan. And I've also reminded you somewhere last year, or was it earlier this year? I told you there are 3 sets of persons you may not love to encounter in your life, especially if you think you can bully your way, you can insult them, you can abuse them and bully your way through. No. 1, I taught you, you can never outsmart a Nigerian. 2, I taught you, you can never outsmart somebody from the United States of America. 3, I taught you also, you can never outsmart somebody from Jamaica. And that does not mean that we don't have smartest people around the world. In fact, anybody in your country is smart. But I'm just trying to give him an example. I'm just trying to cite an example to him so that he should know because of what? The parties involved here. Especially Mr. Church Tampoy. He has to understand that indeed you cannot undermine Mr. Church Tampoy and go scot-free. He is a Jamaican and also by virtue of migrated and settling in the United States of America, he is an American. So he has combination. And his roots is also traceable to the African continent. And who knows if he should, undertake ancestry tests. Who knows, probably his roots might be traced to Nigeria. Nobody knows. So, that tells you. You don't even understand the repercussion of your action. So you think you'll just be allowed the way Marwa has been, dilly-dallying around, not, being part of, despite the fact that you people are, bringing toxicity to his name, to his brands and everything. Marwa has allowed you people. You think you'll just be allowed like that? Nobody is going to allow you like that. You cannot have a field day. You can't eat your cake and have it. You must understand, when you eat your cake, definitely the cake will get finished. And when it got finished, there'll be no cake. You have to order new cake. Or you have to bake new cake. And in baking new cake or in ordering new cake, there must be a sacrifice. And what is the sacrifice? If you are ordering, you must part with money. If you are baking, you must put in, action the application of force, the mechanical, energy application for you to bake the cake to eat, or to part with money for you to buy the cake to eat. So, bro, now you understand, you realize, this is just it, guys. The guy has decided to shoot himself in the foot, and more evidence are collected against him, and those evidence have been documented. When it is time, they will present it in court and ask you, who is this? Who were you making reference to? When you say this thing vividly, they will be asking you. So you think the chambers, they are not watching you? They are watching you. You think they are not downloading your videos? They are downloading your videos. You think they are not burning them into CDs? That they will be compatible for presentation as evidence in court of law, as a burden of proof in court of law? They are being converted. They are being done. When it is time, you realize that indeed you by yourself have shot yourself. And what will you tell the judge in court of law when you are presented with all these facts? Because you are trying to undermine court. You are trying to anticipate an outcome. You are trying to, you are intimidating the law. And nobody intimidates the law. And that is why even presidents across the world, they realize and they've got to understand perfectly well that no matter how powerful and influential you are, a law could always be a law. You cannot circumvent. You cannot try to maneuver. You cannot try to, outsmart it. And that shows the truth, guys. But this guy thinks he can just exercise impunity because he has been allowed to have a field day in NYABOHANSE, and he thinks the world revolves around NYABOHANSE. The world is far way bigger. Even in Kenya is bigger. Not to talk of, East Africa, not to talk of the whole of Africa as a continent. And we're talking about what? 7, continents across the world. You think the world is only the confines of NYABOHANSE? pretty soon you're gonna realize and you will understand that you have done the bad thing, and absolutely you must be held accountable, even though you're a narcissist, and narcissists, they hate being held accountable. That is just it. Wonderful guys, people around the world, my people in America, UK, Canada, Germany, Jamaica, United Arab Emirates, Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, and any other part of the world. It has absolutely been amazing talking to you. See us again in our next content. Bye bye guys.